Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day, good day, good day,
Welcome
wherever
to the
you
Lunar
are
Lounge.
on the planet, and welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast with myself, Israel Josie.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I'm cutting into the intro here, of course, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. If you are tuning in for the first time, wherever you are on the planet Earth, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is a show which aims to inform, educate, entertain, enlighten in the realms of predominantly astrology, although we deal with other things. We've got Tarot Card of the Week, which I always do towards the end of the show. Competition time. Yes, we have a winner. Very close winner. Close shave. But yes, we do have a winner. I'll be reading out that, and I will be giving another competition out also for this week. This show is brought to you by the one and only Magic Mind. If you feel mental fatigue, physical fatigue, you need some mental clarity, you need a boost of energy in your life, all natural, by the way, do look in my info box, whether you're watching here on YouTube or wherever you're watching this. Also, if you're listening on, by the way, I'm available on all podcast platforms, Amazon, Apple, Spotify. Go check me out. The information of where you can get your discounts due to the Lunar Lounge. So do go and get your box of Magic Mind products, and the discount code is there. Copy it, and it will allow you to have your discount. So Magic Mind official sponsors here at the Lunar Lounge. That's it right there. What else is I was going to say? What is the weather like where you are? I am streaming on 3 platforms, of course, so you can catch me on Facebook, you can catch me on YouTube, and you can catch me on Instagram. I'm trying to think of there. Too many platforms that I'm featuring from. So yeah. Let me actually double check if I am actually on Instagram or Facebook. Because sometimes I say that, oh yeah, I'm on there live, and nothing's happening. So yeah, so let me just double check, and let me just see. Looks like I'm on live. So yeah, so people here on the Instagram, welcome to the show. I'll be bringing up the chart of the moment, letting you know what's going on in the heavens, where the planets are, what it is that we can be looking forward to. We're coming to the end of August. I cannot believe we're coming to the end of August. Before you know it, we're going to be singing Happy New Year. 2025 is going to be here. So I'll be letting you know about September. What are the planetary configurations looking like for the month of September? Shout out to Miss Johnson here on the YouTube live. Yeah, I know, right? I know what you're thinking, Miss Johnson, because I know who you are. I ain't gonna shout out your name. But grand risings to you as well, my dear. Welcome to the show. I'm sure the others will start, joining in a moment. Shout outs to everybody who's watching me here on the Instagram. Welcome to the show. Who's this? Virgo. Is it Verity? Virgo Verity. Okay. Shout out to Mason. Yeah. Shout out to Fane. All of you here, and I know there's a few people here also on the Facebook that can see me as well. Send your comments. I can see. I should be able to see your comments. I do want to do that as a test, but I think I actually did the test and it was proven. So yes, yeah, cool stuff. Verity, is it Verity? Okay, are you correcting me there? I mean, the detail should have been in the word Virgo. The detail should have been in the word Virgo. That, yeah, it's I need to be pronounce this one to perfection, but no problem. Welcome to the show, to the Lunar Lounge show. So I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment in a moment after I ramble on. Most people who listen to the show listen to the recording, and I believe they listen to the, not I believe, I know. Well, actually, I don't. I haven't done the statistics because there's quite a few people who actually listen to the YouTube. But I do know a lot of people actually do listen. I know they do listen to the recording. They often listen to the podcasts. So I want to thank you. I mean, and like I said, they're in regions where it's like, I know in my astrocartography, I've got lines going through Brazil. Obviously, I've got my death planet going through Brazil. Actually, my Venus line goes through there, and that's probably why. And it's quite interesting because all of the countries with all the demographics where my show seems to be more popular are the places where I've got lines in my astrocartography going through there. So I've got links, I've got energy connects, I've got plugins there. So Brazil obviously is number one, Belgium number two, Pakistan. And really, like, you wouldn't think, yeah, it is what it is, man. UAE, Dubai, all those places. Yeah, that's where that's where I'm popping, man. I'm famous. No, only joking. On my way to being, we all want to be famous, don't we? Yeah, of course we do. Anyhow, so those are the places where, so shout out to all you people who you download I see I get the report of how many times it's been downloaded. Really, thank you, and glad that you enjoy the show. If you are listening on the YouTube, subscribe, hit that button, like, comment. So keep the questions coming throughout the day. What is the weather like where you are? I'm in London, UK. I can see a bit of the portion of the blue sky, so it's looking bright. It's looking like a bright day. However, it's been a bit windy in the last couple of days, and the wind's blowing kind of like, you know how it is. So yeah, so there is that. What's the other thing? Right, I'm just about to finish Mercury retrograde, of course. I'm sure we're all feeling the pinch of the Mercury retrograde and what is happening. Now, the thing is I'm just about to finish off because I've sort of like repackaged my, because you all know I do teachings, right? So I've kind of like repackaged it in a particular way. So, so now with the courses, with my astrology courses, they're starting in September. I say they start in September. I mean, that's when I'm sort of like relaunching the whole new platform about it. But people can sign up anytime. Okay. So if you are interested in signing up to the course, to the astrology course, there's going to be foundation level, there's going to be intermediate level, and there's going to be advanced level. Yeah, be sure to let me know or drop me an email, or I'm sure on the platforms wherever you're looking at me, the details will be there also as well. Because we're about to take off. We've already got a few people, quite a number of people actually, who are interested. I'm also going to be doing tarot courses as well, numerology courses, palmistry courses. All of those things are all going to be part of things that which I'm going to be teaching also as well. So hang on in there. So if you're interested, all going to be starting in September, October. Some of them may start actually in October, some of them September, but the main one obviously is the astrology course. Also as well, if you want to make a little bit of money through sort of like affiliate, you can make some money also as well. So for every person who you get to sign up, you get 20% of the course. So you can make nearly just under about £200 for each person who signs up. So have a look into that as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your family members, tell your friends, family members, and everybody, uncles, aunts, tell them to all come on board and come and learn the science of astrology and how it can give you wonderful and great insights into your life. So so I thought I'd just put that out there. I'm not really great at advertising myself. People who would say, you need to advertise yourself more, man. You need to put yourself out there. Do I do it? No. Hell no. I don't do it. But it is what it is. But I'm putting it out there. So we'll go to the chart of the moment. What else did I want to say? What else has been happening in the news? We've had the build-up, haven't I? I've talked about the whole Jupiter-Mars thing, the whole build-up, the squaring the Saturn. Jupiter is squaring Saturn. We'll talk about that in a moment. But the pressure, things have actually calmed down in the last week. So the energy is still out there. There's still a lot of pressure, but nevertheless, it is somewhat coming down or calming down. And we had the full moon the other day. How did that affect you? Did you feel a little bit woozy? Did you feel the energy of that full moon in Aquarius? So it is what it is. Cetal Holistic Therapies. Sorry, I missed that. What did you miss exactly? Please let me know what it is you missed. Maybe I need to repeat it. Was that in regards to my course, maybe? Or I think that's what I was saying before I jumped on to this topic. Let me know what you missed. What did you miss? So like I was saying, so we have the full moon. And like I said, that kind of yes, course. Okay, in regards to the course. Okay, I'll talk about that again in a moment. Shortly after this. So we had a full moon. So like I said, that's like the peak of things. So we saw like the peak of things here. And so now the moon is waning now. So we're in the emptying out phase. We're in a time of decreasing and waning. And that's what the situation is there. Welcome Faye, welcome Yvette to the show. How do I pronounce it? Is it Cetal Holistic Therapies? So what I was saying about the course is that I've sort of kind of like rebranded myself in a way. You could say rebranded. Updated, rebranded. So what it is that I'm running a number of courses. The main one is my astrology course. There are 3 modules. There is foundation beginners module, there is intermediate level, and there is advanced level. And it is going to be pretty much fully done. It's nearly finished. It's just a few things that I need to tweak. And I'm just doing that because it's the Mercury retrograde right now. So this is the time to plan and re-strategize and do all of that stuff. So, but September, second week in September, I'm actually going to be doing a free introduction. I believe that may be on, I'll actually give you the date now because I actually do have the date of the free introduction, which is going to be on the 17th. On the 17th of September, that we're going to have there's going to be a free introduction, and everybody on anybody's welcome. So do tell a friend to tell a friend. I will be posting this on my Instagram. So for those of you who follow me on the gram or on the TikToks, on the Facebooks, you are going to see it. You're going to see the date and everything like that. So do get in contact if you do want to attend. It's just going to be an evening where you can bring all your questions in and about astrology. But I'm going to be discussing about the course, what I'm doing, what it entails, what you're going to learn, what you're going to be able to do with it. So it's a certified course also as well. So you're also going to get a certificate. So essentially, it's starting in September, is what I'm saying. Launching in September and rebranding. Although people can sign up at any time, you don't have to sign up in September. You can sign up at any time of the year, because the way of which I've done it, you can learn at your own pace. You'll have access to the recordings. There's going to be weekly classes. There's also going to be a WhatsApp support group also as well that you can be a part of in order so that it keeps you going as well. So what I was saying is that the bit where I was saying to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a family, to tell a friend, was that you can also make some money, if you've got a good networking circle, I guess. You can, if for every person who, whether it's a friend, family, it doesn't matter who it is, but for every person who you get to sign up through you get £200. So yeah, if you got friends, family who are interested in learning astrology, and like learning it from the grassroots level and intricate level, and they know how to interpret a chart, so that's where I was saying, tell a friend, tell a family, tell uncle, aunt, whoever, get as much people on board, and like I say, you can also be getting some money from it also as well if you they've got to sign up though. Shout outs to Michelle, shout outs to LaDonna who joined me here on the so that's me just advertising my astrology courses, but I'm also going to be doing tarot courses also as well. Should be starting September. Palmistry, learn about the palm. Destiny is in your hands. All these lines mean something. I'll be talking you all the way through it and showing you on your hands how, real deep stuff. So I'm going to be doing all that too. So yeah, stay on course. Stay in tuned. Like I said, I'm always posting. So just keep watching my posts. Just keep an eye out. And here on my show as well, I will be talking about it too. So it is what it is. What else am I talking about? Let's go. Somebody's asking me, was this offered back in 2012? No, it wasn't. Ex-students there trying to get smart. Is that how long it was? 2012. God damn. Oh well, time flies. No, this is a up-to-date version. You guys have your own package. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's go to the astrology, right? Let's bring up the chart for the moment and let's see what it is that we can be looking forward to over the course of the next, let's see, over the next couple of weeks. So chart of the moment, the moon is in Pisces today. So we're swimming with the waters, especially high sensitivity at the moment, especially with that moon conjunct Neptune right now. Okay. So that's going to be the case for the next, 14, 16 hours? 14 hours. Let's say 14 hours. For the next 14 hours, we've got the moon conjunct Neptune, right? Okay. But that will pass, right? Let's see what else we have. So again, I've been speaking about the Jupiter, the Mars-Jupiter conjunction. Well, we can see now it's starting to separate. So that's easing pressure. Mars was also square Saturn as well, but that's easing. We've got Jupiter squaring Saturn right now, exact. I'll speak about that again in a moment, although I have spoken about it. What we do have at the moment, though, is we do have a Venus-Mars square right now. Yeah. Now, this is a bit of the gift and the curse. Venus-Mars, these are the cosmic lovers. These are connected with passions, strong drive for, a strong drive to want to connect with others, or maybe even battle with others also as well. This is what Venus Mars essentially is about. And it's a square aspect, which can be a little bit. Now, we know Venus is connected with relationships, partnerships, our social life. Venus is also connected with our money as well. So do watch out for this. Venus has actually just finished being opposed by Saturn. I've been speaking about that also as well. So that's loosening. But the square with Mars is pretty much exact, as we can see. Venus is at 20 degrees. We got Mars here at 21 degrees. So we got a Mars square, a Venus square Mars here, which is going to be exact, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, they're both going to be 21. So tomorrow, the 22nd, 23rd as well of August, they are going to be exact. And it will still be there on the 24th of August, even the 25th of August, 25th, 26th of August is starting to wane. 26th of August is starting to wane. So I think that's something very, very interesting right there. So over the course of the next couple of days, I would advise us to be mindful of our, relationships, essentially speaking, right? We want to be mindful that we are, embarking on, relationships that are, positive for us at this particular time. So that's what I'm being sidetracked here. Do forgive me because I am doing two things at once. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I just discovered something. Mercury retrograde is quite good for discovering new things. Okay. Okay. I like that. I do like that. Okay. So it's just a way of me being able to see the comments that are coming in. See, I'm working with two screens, so do bear with me. Apologies for that. Shout out to Shayo. How you doing, bro? Jacqueline Witter, how you doing? Welcome to the show. So over the course of the next couple of days, going back to that Venus Mars, passionate relationships, okay, do be mindful not to. It's a great time to perhaps maybe embark on some kind of adventure, maybe put a bit of spark of passion into your relationships with the Venus Mars square. It can be a great time to do something exciting, maybe to do something new, because Mars is an initiator. Mars likes to, hey, come on. So those are the kinds of things that the Venus Mars essentially is about. Mars is in the sign of Gemini, so it's also a great time to talk and express yourself, I guess, in the area of relationship as well. That is also a Venus Mars contact that we can also perhaps maybe look at or look forward to. So yeah, do watch out for that. It's only over the course of the next couple of days. The only thing though with the Mars Venus is it can be a little bit of sporadic spending. So you're spending money aggressively, impulsively, impatiently. So do watch your money, okay? Watch how you are spending the money over the course of the next 2-3 days. Today's Wednesday. What, in 2 days' time, it's going to be Friday, payday for many of you. Last Friday, is it the last Friday of the week, or is it the following? No, it's not the last Friday of the week. So next week will be the last Friday of the week. So it will be payday for some, for those of you who get paid weekly, but maybe not necessarily for those of you who get paid monthly. But nevertheless, it's all about the money. It's all about keeping an eye out over the course of the next couple of days, because with the Venus Mars, you may find that that's very, for those of you who have Venus Mars contacts in your chart, for those of you who have Venus Mars Venus aspects in your chart, you will definitely feel this one for sure. So definitely watch out for that. Shout out to Olayinka, shout out to Mason, shout out to Martina. What's that? DI Stalkers. Is that how I pronounce your name? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show right here. Martina's telling me I have Venus square Mars. So yeah, you will pick that. You will tap into that energy quite well. Well, let me rephrase that. Well, we hope you tap into it very well, but you will plug into that energy much easily because it's something that you were born with. So it's a cosmic signature which you recognize. Anytime the planets in the heavens make an aspect, and those two planets are in aspect in your birth chart, you will definitely pick. You will tap into that frequency very, very, very much. So yeah. And you're saying Virgo Gemini, so you have it in Virgo Gemini too, I take it, right? So yeah. But on a collective level, just watch how we are spending our money, watch how we are, but like I said, it can be very good for passionate stuff, relationship stuff, doing something adventurous. This can be a great time for I'm just throwing this out there, getting in the car with your partner and going for a nice speedy ride. If you've got a car, if you and your partner have a car, like, yeah, go for a nice long ride, something like that. Go somewhere, do something new, initiate something new. That is the Mars Venus aspect at the moment. But like I said, it's only there for the next couple of days, and then up until about the 24th, 25th, and then it will fade. It will phase after that. So yeah. What else are we having here? In the next few days, anything spectacular? Well, the sun is going to move into Virgo. This is going to be on the 22nd, 22nd/23rd. Let me just double check properly here. At what time is the sun moving into Virgo? So it is going to be it's going to be 22nd, maybe 23rd for some people in some countries. Nah, it should be all right. Yeah. It's gonna be 22nd. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah. So it's gonna be on the 22nd. So that's tomorrow. What am I talking about? Tomorrow the sun will move into Virgo. Celebrations for you Virgo people. Happy birthday for you Virgo people. Who are a few famous Virgos? I know Michael Jackson was a Virgo. Beyonce's a Virgo. Goes without saying, right? Mother Teresa was a Virgo. Idris Elba, Virgo. Amy Winehouse was a Virgo. Hugh Grant is a Virgo. What other Virgos do I know? Popular Virgos. Famous Virgos. Anybody out there? Barry White was a Virgo. I'm sure people are going to be sending in their favorite celebrities. Beyonce, I mentioned Beyonce, didn't I? Yeah, she's a Virgo. What's his name? He's a Virgo, isn't he? Charlie Sheen, if my mind serves me correctly. He is a Virgo. Yeah. But welcome to the Virgo season. So that will be tomorrow. The sun will move into Virgo. So not quite yet. We're still at that tail end of things. So that will be tomorrow. What else is happening? Anything else cosmically happening right about now? I do want to come back to this Jupiter Saturn. I think I want to perhaps maybe finish on that. I spoke yesterday with, for those of you who saw me yesterday, I was on the Instagram Live, only on Instagram Live, with Noel Garcia, and we were speaking about the planetary alignments, and we touched on this Jupiter Saturn, which seems to be happening 3 times over a period of the next year. But I do want to talk about this, and I have spoken about it over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, let's see how that. Well, I'll talk about that in a moment, and things that we can be looking out for or not looking out for. Keanu Reeves, that's right, he is a Virgo. Yes, you're correct. Yes, Keanu Reeves is a Virgo. He's another Virgo. Yeah, thanks for that. He is a Virgo, actually. I remember. Got that 12th house stuff going on in his chart. I've got his chart. So yeah. So moving into the Virgo season. So that's the sun moving into Virgo. I'm going to come to the Jupiter Saturn because that's really a big one. What else do I want to talk about? Well, in or on, we could say from about the 23rd, 24th of August, we are going to have Venus trine Uranus. So we're going to have a Venus-Uranus trine. That's, again, we got Venus. We got an uplifting, if you want to say, an uplifting energy here. This can be quite good. I like that. Uranus brings a touch of something eccentric, something unusual. He brings the spark of progress. That is what Uranus essentially is about. Yes, he's unconventional and all these kind of things, but when we have Venus trining Uranus, and let's not forget there's a reception here because Uranus is in the sign that belongs to Venus. So this can be an uplift financially. We may get a financial boost here. We may be privileged, and especially for you guys who have it in your chart. Yeah, for those of you who have it in your natal chart. Shout out to Jackie. Shout out to Marjana here. Marjana Mystics. Been a while, long time. Hope you're all well. Yeah. So when we get a Venus Uranus trine, it often spark something in the area of finance, money, relationships, love. So that can be quite good. So we're going to be getting this. There's going to be a build up starting from the 23rd, 24th, and but it will perfect. It will perfect on the 27th, 26th, 27th of August. Isn't 27th next? Will it be next week? Oh no, okay, 28th. I'm looking at when my next show is. So it will go. So until next week, the 27th of August, we're going to be having a perfected, but it's going to be on the 26th, 27th when the trine with Venus and Uranus is going to be perfected. This is really good. Shout out to Florence. Welcome to the show. So what we're going to find here is there's going to perhaps maybe be an extra bounce in our step in our financial or finances. This can be a great time to perhaps maybe take some great opportunity in terms of your resources, utilizing your talents, especially, I suppose, maybe for those of you who are in the kinds of work where it's set, you have a set salary that you have every month. Okay, we may not get nothing changing, but still, you still may get, this could be a bonus coming out of the blue. This could be somebody giving you money, maybe somebody buying you a gift. This could be, great in relationship terms. It could be, for those of you who are single, maybe exploring new territory in terms of relationships. We get the Venus Uranus. So this is quite nice. But there will be a spark of joy, a spark of happiness, a spark of pleasure with this trine of Venus trining Uranus. I really like that. And there's a reception involved as well. So that's going to be quite, What I don't necessarily like too much about it is that Venus, at the same time as she's perfected that trine to Uranus, she's also going to be opposing Neptune. So it's like, what is it? So although there's kind of like an uplift, what I would say is do be careful, because Neptune is a planet that tends to dissolve things. Neptune is very It's our ideals. It's what we're yearning for. So Venus opposing Neptune can bring some kind of disappointment with money, first and foremost, and with love. So it's like we're getting a boost from the Uranus. So be mindful of how that boost is. It's in the earth signs. What I do like about that, it's in the earth signs. So it's very pragmatic, it's very practical. And I think that's the approach that we're going to need to take. And that's the approach that we will take anyway, because the planets are letting us know. But the Venus opposing Neptune could, I think we have to be mindful with that. I think it could sort of like unveil our expectations and things turn out to be not as we thought it is. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's an element of nature that is bringing a sense of truth to the matter. He's letting us know that, hey, this thing is not real. It's not what you thought it is. And you there's something more that you need to actually look at. So this is going to be in regards to money. It's also going to be in regards to relationships also as well. So yeah, do be mindful. I think up until the 27th is cool. Then after that 27th, Venus will start that trine with Uranus will start to wane. And technically speaking, on the 27th, 28th anyway, Venus is starting to oppose Neptune. So that's going to be a little bit wishy-washy. That doesn't look so, yeah. Watch how you're handling your money towards the end of this month. Finances. Black Mary's asking me, is this a good time to ask for a pay rise? Yeah, maybe you may, in terms of pay rise, I don't know if I'll attribute to pay rise. But if you are going to ask, I would say, yeah, definitely. Because that's going to be the Sunday, isn't it? So 26 is going to be the Monday. So yeah, so 26 is really when. So I would say on the 26th, on Monday the 26th, can be a good time to ask for a pay rise. Yeah, I would go along with that. But do be careful because there is an opposition with Neptune. So don't be deluded. What I mean by that is, I'm just throwing this out there again. Let's say you earn, I'm just throwing a rough figure. Let's say you earn £500 a week. Don't go marching in there and saying, well, I want a pay rise. I want something like £800 or £900 a week. Because that's nearly double what you're already getting. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? But you can ask for a little incentive or, you know, a rise, a boost, a bonus. So, you know, they'll don't make what's the word I'm looking for? Unrealistic demands. Neptune can be very unrealistic. So yeah, so we need to, yeah, you need to be careful with that one because as he's trining Uranus, but something will happen, especially for those of you who have Venus, Uranus in your charts, you know. So yeah. Yes. Oh, shout out to hear that, Mojana. That you are blessed. Of course, you're blessed. You're always blessed. We're all blessed. Must see the blessings at all times. So watch out with the money. There does seem to be a bit of a boost around that 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. But then 27th, 28th, coming to the end, I think we've just got to be careful with our monetary, our finances. And again, also in the area of romance, relationships, pleasure-seeking activities. It can be good. The Uranus Neptune can be good. So watch out for that. What else did I want to speak about? And then Venus is going to be going into Libra soon, isn't she? Does she enter Libra by the end of this? She does. Venus is going to enter Libra on the 29th of August. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. On the 29th of August, Venus enters Libra. So I think September is looking okay. I like it. I'm going to come back to the Jupiter Saturn. Don't worry, because I know that's happening now. Also, Mercury stations to go direct on the 29th, 28th, 29th of August. Mercury is going to station. He's still stationed actually on the 29th. So, I mean, let's say on the 30th, he's going direct. He should go direct actually on that 29th. 28th, 29th, Mercury will go station to go direct. So it's in there. It's in the ballpark. But I mean, yeah, I'll say he goes direct on the 29th, 30th. So Mercury will start going direct. So we can start seeing things a bit more clearly, start being less misunderstood, making less mistakes, less delays. Mercury's going good. I think this is quite good for that beginning of September. And like I said, on the 29th, Venus moves into Libra. She moves into her own sign. We love that. We love that. We love that. We love that. We will take that with both hands. Then what is happening? Then this month goes up to the 31st, right? Is there anything crucial happening around the last days of August? No, not really. September. Let's look at a little bit of September. This is the chart for September the 1st. As we can see, Venus is in Libra. Good start. Mercury starting to move direct. Good start. We shall take that. Mr. Mars is at the end of Gemini, so he's getting ready to move into Cancer shortly after. And what else is happening here? Yeah. The Sun in Virgo is coming up to an opposition to Saturn. Okay, no problem there. But let's keep it moving. Prior to that, well, I say prior to that, on the 3rd of September, people pay close attention. On the 3rd of September, we have a new moon in the sign of Virgo. Okay, so I think this is also a very good start to the month of September. However, we cannot ignore that this new moon is going to be opposite Saturn. It's a new moon with structure, responsibility, limitations, authority being impounded on it. So it's not going to be the easiest of new moons, but nevertheless, we know new moons are a very good time for initiating new things, new beginnings, and so on and so forth. So this new moon is quite, it's a bit of a handful, I must say. It's also kind of a loose square to Jupiter as well. I don't know. So that's quite interesting. Just to also say, on the 1st of September, 1st, 2nd of September, the planet Pluto moves back again into Capricorn for the last time in 250 years. This is going to be his last hurrah in the sign of Capricorn. He's going to be there for a few months, and then he's going to move back into Aquarius, where he will stay there again. And we are not going to hear, nobody listen to this show. As a matter of fact, nobody listen to this show, nor your children, and probably, what am I saying probably? And not even your grandchildren are going to witness Pluto in Capricorn. It's 250 years, baby. Even your great-grandchildren. Nope, not going to smell it. Shout out to Tiffany, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome to the show. I'm going to do a thing on Pluto in Capricorn. Special thing about that. Well, that's going to be that. But on the 1st, 2nd of September, he's going to move into the sign of Capricorn. Okay? So that's also something. So another big shift here to the new month. So on the 3rd of September, we're going to have a new moon in Virgo, but it's going to be opposite Saturn. What else did I want to speak about? Then a few days after that, I'm looking at this on the 6th of September, we're going to be having a square of Mercury squaring Uranus. Information going crazy, travel going crazy. Yeah, unpredicted stuff. That you think something's going one way, I bet you, for you guys who are traders, for you guys in the stock market, that is going to go ballistic. Stock markets will go nuts around the 5th, 6th, 7th of September. Do watch out for this. Not looking good. And apart from that, we're going to have the sun opposing Saturn also as well. That's also going to be exact on the 8th of September. No, actually, what am I talking about? On the 7th of September. On the 7th of September, we're going to be having an exact sun opposing Saturn. It's going to be very interesting in terms of what happens with government, officials, the leader officials, what is going to be coming out there. But this can be a time we may feel a little bit restricted, especially for those of you who have Sun Saturn in your birth chart, any Sun Saturn aspects that is. Here we're getting the sun opposing Saturn. So people around about this time, just slow down a little bit, right? Okay, try not to rush. Yeah, just slow down a little bit just for those few days. So maybe we could say it's probably safe to say from, let's say, from about the 4th of September to about the 10th of September. Yeah, try to move a bit more cautiously because the sun is going to be opposing Saturn. So so there we have that. What else did I want to speak about? I think I will leave the September one there because I do want to come back to this Jupiter square Saturn. Don't worry, next week. Well, what's next week? Next week, I'm really going to go full in on September, but just letting you know in terms of what it is that we're going to be encountering. Now, at the moment, I want to talk about Jupiter square Saturn. Now, the Jupiter Saturn, if you all remember, we had a conjunction in the sign of Aquarius at 0 degrees of Aquarius in 2020. Okay, we had a Jupiter Saturn conjunction. Now, Jupiter Saturn conjunctions are often, not often, always associated with new rulers, new kings, new government, new presidency. This was one of the signatures that indicated that the power would shift hands from Donald Trump over to Joe Biden, because that happened in 2020, right? Under the new Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. But you all remember what was happening in 2020. 2020 was COVID year. So we were in lockdown as well, meaning that we were restricted. So what happens is when we have the conjunction like that, when those two planets meet by aspect at certain times in the heavens, we get a bit of an echo from the last time they were conjunct. So this is the first square. So pay attention, people. I'm not saying that there's going to be another COVID, although we will hear of I mean, I'm already hearing of viruses, whether they're coming from Africa or Asia or whatever, that there's certain viruses out there that seem to be on the rise. So yeah. I'm just reading the comments there. Just reading, Tiffany was saying, my baby started daycare this week and I'm back at work. So pray for us. Prayers accepted. So yeah. So this Jupiter Saturn, we need to be mindful because we're going to get echoes of 2020 for sure. Now, we may hear of, again, they could, what I will say is there is more likely going to be a rise in illnesses of some sort, for sure, which could be somewhat maybe COVID orientated or COVID related or COVID like. There could be other diseases or illnesses or viruses that we're going to be seeing out there. So hold your horses. I'm not saying there's going to be a world pandemic or epidemic. I don't think there will be, but there's going to be echoes of it for sure. There's going to be something that is similar or familiar to that with this Jupiter Saturn. I feel like we're also going to see a scarcity. If you remember in 2020, there was scarcity of certain foods. Do remember, I mean, even over here in Europe, for example, lorries were being stopped and stuff like that, and food couldn't get in, and people were going to, they were panic shopping and buying everything in the shop, so people didn't have stuff, you know, they could, you know, I mean, we all remember the toilet roll, right? Of all the things that people were fighting over, it's toilet roll. Like, really? Like, especially for us here in the UK. Why do I emphasize that? UK is one of the biggest manufacturers of toilet roll. If there's anything, if there's something that we produce or we have much in abundance, it's toilet roll. So why people were going over that was just beyond me. But anyway, it happened. People beating up themselves in supermarkets over toilet roll. But there was certain scarcities of food. Now, I did say this I think it was last week or a few weeks ago. People start buying some grains, start stocking up on your grains, start stocking up on your couscous, stocking up on your rice, on your beans, on your pasta, things that can last a long time. Canned foods also as well. Just stock up on them, just a little bit of it, you know, maybe a month's worth or something. You know, you just got it there, and then you can just keep trickling through the, do it so that you've got a cycle. So if you're getting new things, and then of course with the vegetables and stuff, obviously you try to get that as fresh as you can, because there's likely going to be some scarcity because Jupiter and Saturn are crucial in crops. Because Jupiter is about abundance, it's about growth of things, right? So, and if he's squaring to Saturn, he's being blocked. Now, the only thing I would say with this is that there's a reception. There's actually a double reception, actually, in some kind of way. There's a triplicity reception. And there's a reception by rulership. Why? Because Saturn is in the sign that is ruled by Jupiter. So I think that's going to be helpful. I think that makes it helpful and that makes it less damaging. But nevertheless, it's still Jupiter square Saturn. So do watch out for your, in terms of what you're, you know, also as well, we're going to experience a credit crunch, a recession. It's already happening. But again, the governments are not really going to want to put that out because they don't want people to panic. Well, okay, fine. If you're not putting it out now because you don't want people to panic, I totally get it. What I am going to say is it will happen if it hasn't even started already. So prices of things are likely going to shoot up. And that's how you know. The moment you start seeing your prices shoot up, then that's the indication right there that, okay, something's been scarce. things are rising up in price. Perhaps you can't get hold of it as much as you can, so the prices are rising. There's more of a demand of that thing, so definitely watch out for that again over the course of the next coming months, because these are slow planets and they're going to be having effects over the course of the next month. Although that square between them is exact right now as we're speaking. 17 degrees, as we can see here on the chart. Jupiter's at 17 degrees and Saturn is at 17 degrees of Pisces. It's a direct square right now. So tensions, things are not easy right now. I don't think this is the greatest time for the economy as a whole, because Jupiter and Saturn also represent government structures, social structures, collective structures. So collectively, we're going through a little bit, and this is everywhere. It just may show so much in some countries more than others. This is going to be everywhere. Be prepared for a recession. It's already started. I'm telling you now, astrologically, there's going to be a recession. It's already started. Prices are going to rise, and there's going to be some scarcities of certain foods. Not all foods, but certain foods. There will be some scarcities. So you want to get yourself prepared with that. Okay? That is the Jupiter Saturn. You heard it here, right here on the Lunar Lounge. Jupiter square Saturn will produce some kind of restriction, difficulty. Things will be limited. People, and again, we're seeing lots of people protest. Again, this is all part of it, because Jupiter is all about expansion. So there's an element of freedom within that expansion. And Saturn is about limitation, order. So people may find that they feel like the walls are closing in and they need to go out and protest or march or do demonstrations. And so these are the things that we're going to be also getting over the course of the next, while it's exact over the course of the next week or two, but essentially its effects will be felt over the course of the next coming months. Jupiter, Saturn. So do watch out for that, okay? Watch out for these things. So you've heard it here. So that's the thing that I did want to finish on with this. Yeah, you kind of got a bit of a taste. I've mentioned about September. I will go more into September and the planetary alignments of September next week, from next week's show, because we're going to be at the end of the month then. So it will only be right to look at the configurations perhaps maybe for the first 2 weeks in September, and let's see what we're embarking on. But some of them I've already told you. We've got some positive stuff with Venus moving into Libra, but then we're also going to have Venus, but before she moves into Libra, Venus is also going to be trining Uranus, but she's also going to be opposing Neptune. And then tomorrow, the sun is going to be moving to Virgo. We're going to be having the sun opposing Saturn in Pisces. There's so much stuff going on. It is what it is. And that is today's cosmic news, I believe. Yeah, I believe I'm done here, baby. My work here is done. So let's go back to the to me, right? It's that time of the week. It's competition time. You know what time it is. Okay. Question last week. We do have a winner. Let me go to my emails. Some of you guys were up early. Shout out to all of you people who participated. Right. Only 4 people emailed in, actually. Not that many. I don't know what's going on. We have a winner. Okay. Now, I can see here 1, 2, 3. Max, Jacqueline Witter, and Christian all emailed me at 12 on the dot. But remember, I told you last week, thanks to a nice listener of mine who showed me how I can find out which email came first. So you can press buttons and you can find out who it is who came first. So whose email came in first? It was Max's. Max came in first. Then it was Christian. Then it was Jacqueline Witters. So, and Max, you got the right answer. Christian, you got the wrong answer anyway, man. What's happening? You said Jupiter. Jacqueline Winter, you are correct. You said the moon also as well, but your answer just didn't come in first. So the prize goes to Max. Well done, Max. You are the winner of £30. It will be on the way to you. The question was, what planet rules lilies? The flower lilies. What planet rules lilies? So, yeah, that's what the question was. And it's the moon. The planet that rules lilies is the moon. So, well done, Max. Well done, Jacqueline Witter, as well, although you didn't win it. So no, it's not. Why did you think Jupiter? I don't know. Are you just guessing? You guys are not doing your homework. That's what it is. So I'm gonna present another question. Let me put the email up. Remember, I ask a question, and it's the first person who inboxes me. Yeah, the first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday from 12 midnight. First person who inboxes me gets the prize. This one is going to be another £30. Jacqueline Wilson said that was a guess. Really? Well, you guessed right. You guessed right. You missed it by about something like 30 seconds, something like that, something along that line. Because you all emailed 3 emails. The other email was about 2-3 hours later. Yeah. So yeah, who came in? Yeah. So that was, I don't know how even that's Yasmina. Yeah, Yasmina, I believe. Yeah. So, but that came way later. But 3 of you came in literally on the hour. On that 12 o'clock. So yeah, cool. Yeah, you missed it by 30 seconds. Trust me, it's so even though you guys emailed in the first in the same minute, I can tell which one is first now. So coolio. Thanks for that. So what is this week's question? I've got a number of questions that I was going to ask. I need to make these a little bit more difficult. I'm throwing out these easy, simple answers. I said answers, questions where you're enabled to get them. Okay. This is going to be an interesting one. What planet rules bees? Bees, B-E-E-S, bees, bees that produce honey. Okay, what planet rules bees? Okay, that is the question for this week. First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday. That's the email address right there. For those of you who are listening to the recording on the podcast, it is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. For those of you, the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. Jackson said, isn't that the point? We should be able to get them. Yeah. Isn't what point? The point that I can detect the of course. Well, that is the point. Because remember before I was saying that people were emailing it, but I didn't know who's who, and Does emails push other emails out the way? I don't know. I need to ask a techie about that. Maybe there is something to that. So cool. The questions. Yeah. What? That they're easy, you mean? You want me to oh god, don't you start. Yeah, so that's the email address. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. First person who inboxes me midnight GMT time, next week, Wednesday. All right. So I announce the winner on the following podcast. The question is, which planet rules bees? B-E-E-S. Bees. Bees that make honey, you know. What planet rules them? Yeah, interesting. So first person who gets it in gets 30 Skrilla, £30. So Yvette saying no when you said the questions are too easy. Yeah, they are too easy. Need to make them difficult. Need to make you guys work for this. Don't do competitions if you don't want a winner. No, of course I want a winner. I just want you to work for it. That's all. It's more interesting. That's the whole point of it's in the word competition, competitiveness, competitive to make something, we're going to make it competitive. There's no point asking just easy questions so that you can just win. No, you got to work for it. Do a little bit of work for it. And you know what? I think maybe starting from next month, the money's going to go up. It's going to increase. Yeah, the stats are going to increase. So I'm going to even make it even harder. So you study your stuff. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah. I see that face you pull, Yvette. Yeah, I know what that means. It's all good though. It's all good. So yeah, so what to do. Where are we now? Okay, tarot card of the week, of course. Yep, it's that time of the week. Let me give a little quick shuffle. Florence said, I worked for mine, no reward though. Yeah, I know. Your book is still here in front of me. Still haven't gone to the post office. Still haven't used the link which Jackie sent to me. There's meant to be a link where they come to your house and pick it up. Yeah, I may look into that today and send it over. Yeah, I hear you, Florence. Don't worry. You will be rewarded. I worked for mine. Yeah, what kind of work did you really do? Oh, you're talking about the question the other day. Oh, it just didn't come in. Yeah, you were a bit late with that one. I don't know. That's part of the work too, that you come in early. Anyway, I'm shuffling the cards. I'm gonna just split it, and let's see what the card of the week is gonna be about. What have we got? We got the Hierophant. Yeah, well. Hierophant is the card of the week. We need to be seeking some spiritual advice, or any kind of advice, really. It doesn't necessarily, what you say, spiritual, providing it's helpful, it's spiritual, right? That's what the Hierophant essentially is about. So what is the meaning behind this card? What is the message? So we're entering a week where we need to compromise. This card is about compromising. This card is about learning. It's about looking at things from a more spiritual perspective, a philosophical perspective. This card is about looking at our beliefs. What do you really believe in? This may be tying into the whole, maybe Venus-Neptune opposition, perhaps, or something of that nature. But this is about our belief structure. What is it that we believe? Because very often we believe in things, and when we believe in things, that belief can limit us. I'm not saying belief is a wrong thing, because we all believe in something, But that belief, or that which we believe in, is always going to be limited in some way, shape, or form. So this card is indicating that we're going to need to reassess that, and perhaps we need to approach somebody who may be a well, I say spiritualist, I use that word loosely. I would more use the word specialist, that we need to seek some kind of advice. This card is about seeking advice, okay? And the advice that we may be seeking may be something that can aid our belief in whatever we believe in, because we often are fixated in our beliefs, aren't we? Regardless whether they're religious or not. It could be belief about something. It doesn't always have to be a religious thing. A belief, we believe in all aspects. We may believe that's good for us or that's good for us. We may believe in shopping there is better, or spending our money there is better, or a particular kind of attitude. It doesn't always have to be quote unquote religious. It can be spiritual, always is spiritual, but it's all about seeking that advice. That's what the card essentially is about this week. So don't be afraid to go to some kind of specialist. It could be about your car. It could be about your job. It could be about money. It could be about your love life. Look to seek other or higher information, spiritual information. That is what this card essentially is about this week. So do watch out for that. The Hierophant. I like it. Rather, yeah, quite spiritual indeed. And like I said, it's about thinking. Asu, it's my birthday, and I was just doing a reading for a friend, and the Hierophant came up there too. Well. Happy birthday. Shout out to Asu. Welcome to the program, and happy birthday to you. And speaking of birthdays, it's isn't it somebody's birthday in a few days' time? Angela, I'm sure it's your birthday in a few days' time. So shout out to Angela. Happy birthday in advance if she is still here. I believe I saw her earlier on, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I saw somebody else. Did I see Angela Love? No, I didn't. But it is her birthday in a few days. So happy birthday, Asu. What are you doing? Are you going out? Cutting a cake? Are you partying all night? What is the nature of your birthday? What is the details? Where's the party at? I'm sure you're going to be celebrating. Yeah, have a drink on me. Not necessarily alcoholic one, but have a drink on me. Have a slice of cake on me. Yeah, that one I will definitely approve of. But yeah, no, happy birthday, many happy returns, and may the year ahead be a wonderful. And I think it's quite interesting for people having their birthday right about now, because the solar return, because those planetary configurations which I've just been speaking about are going to be in your solar return. So I think that's quite interesting. It's quite interesting when planetary alignments are happening and it's somebody's birthday around that time, because it will often indicate that, you know, it's picking up on that particular kind of energy. I mean, we had a full moon the other day as well. Well, I said the other day, 2 days ago. So if you're having a birthday, if it was your birthday in the last 2 days, even today, and maybe even tomorrow, that means that full moon is picking up also on planets in your chart also as well. So yeah, which would indicate new beginning, very interesting year. So yeah, turning points. So those are kinds of things. So yes, Asu, actually journaling and having dinner tonight, having a party, barbecue on Saturday too. Okay, so it's going to be one of those kind of birthdays all through the week. Yeah, why not? Listen, I've come to the end of my show. I want to thank each and every single one of you for participating and being part of the show and contributing your comments, your jokes, everything, your input. It's all been good, all welcome here. We like it. What else did I want to say before I finish? Yes, astrology course starting in September. Like I said, I've sort of like revamped it. People can sign up at any time now. There's beginners module. There's going to be beginners module, intermediate, and advanced. If you want to earn some money, if you can get a friend or family, doesn't matter, or stranger, to sign up, you also get £200. Just under £200, but roughly thereabouts. But yeah, you get £200 money, so you can make money for it. If you've got a good network of people who are interested in learning astrology, doing the course, live weekly classes, they get access to the recordings. They will be part of a WhatsApp group. So I will be, and at the end, they will be getting a certificate also as well. You can learn at your own pace. There's no rush in terms of thing always going. There's always going to be weekly classes available as well. So yeah, so that's going to be starting. And there's also actually going to be a free introduction, which is going to be on the 17th of September. On the 17th of September, there's going to be a free introduction. Details will be out there on my social media, on my posts, on my website as well. So get cracking, man. Get people signing up. This is how it is. I've come to the end of my podcast. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Have a happy day. Enjoy. And have a wonderful week. I will be with you
to the Lunar Lounge.
next week. Same place, same time. Right here at the Lunar Lounge. My name is Israel Josie. You've been tuning to the Lunar Lounge podcast. Thank you,
Welcome
each and every
to
single
the
one
Lunar
of you.
Lounge.
Until next week. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.